Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program, episode number 8 in our series, I think. We're actually getting high enough that I'm losing count in the videos. Also because I'm editing and there's actually like multiple videos that go into every video. Anyway, what have we done since last video? Oh, we have an interesting discovery, that's right. I forgot about that. So that's part of the fun. Let me just show you this terrible thing which I'm going around calling the Tortanic 2 lately. Isn't she beautiful? So yeah, I added on another thing of this, and I added on another fuel thing. I think that's actually all I changed. This thing is just barely flyable. In fact, I have a fun report in one of my missions to go and collect science from about a quarter of the way around the world. I do remember exactly the locations. We left from here, and it was here. And I actually went over here, and then I went over to here to get the Badlands science. So I went a little bit further. But anyways, those two fuel things that you saw were not enough to get back. But hey, you know what? Let me do this real fast. Let's see if this works. I'll revert this flight, whether it works or not. But on the way back, I was like really trying to conserve fuel, and I don't know exactly how to do that. This sounds like preposterous, but I actually don't know how to do it well. And by the way, this new thing, because it's longer, and probably because these are more at the center of mass, it doesn't get off the runway very well. Probably could really do with some canards in the front. Anyways, you can get off the runway just by going like this. Turn. Oh, yeah, we got it. It actually kind of went off on its own. But I'm not going to use SAS. Okay, let's now kill the engine. And now let's pretend that I am out of fuel, which was truly the case. Yeah, so I ran out of fuel about here. And I was like, well, how much can I coast? Could I make it? I realized I obviously was not going to make it. This is just for fun. I mean, I don't even know if this will work, but basically, okay, yeah, spoiler alert, obviously, what I'm going to try to do here. I landed on the water. It didn't lose a single part. I actually landed on the water and did not lose a single part, which I thought was remarkable. Right at the end here, I'm going to hit 2 to bring up just these flaps. Actually, I don't really need to. So we're just going to nose down a little bit more, and then right at the very end... Look at that! Oh, and in this case I actually did lose a part, but I did not lose a single part in the other version. Okay, so anyways, let's revert this back to the spaceplane hangar. I don't even think this is the right version. I think I designed another one that did not have as many... Okay. Yeah, here it is. This has less temperature gauges. So 3 on this side, 2 atmospheres, and then 3 seismic. Anyway, okay, so this is the Tortanic 2. Let me save that, get rid of that other monstrosity. But yeah, you can land in the water without losing a single part. You just kind of, float on in. Like I said, just be like a leaf. So anyways, what did we do since last time besides float like a leaf to a nice, slow landing? I didn't know you could... The reason why I'm so excited to share that is you've probably seen that, you're very knowledgeable, you've probably done it, but I had never done it before, and I was just like, well, it's do or die. I mean, necessity is the mother of invention. I have to find a way to land on the water. And it worked. Because I did not want to reload the game. If you're going 50 meters per second, even at ×4 speed, it still takes about 20 minutes to do this, so I'm not going to do it again. Alright. Calm down, Tortuga. Let's go on. So, yeah, seismic studies, this is the one that I completed. So let me try to go the other way then. Yeah, this is what I did. So we did the test heat shield launch. That's stupid. Really nothing to report there. Also, same thing. Same mission, by the way. Both of those are done. And then I decided to fly over to the abandoned island airfield to test out the Tortanic. So we discovered that. And that's the interesting discovery. We also got the science from it, because that was the main purpose, just getting a little bit more science. Then I did the studies from over here. Bring that back up. So this was 4 of them, so 11,000 per, and then 5 science, which is great. Got all 4 of those. And then, so that actual completion gives us another 64,000. So that was a huge amount, like 260,000 for doing that contract. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. And then we have the science from the Badlands. All that means that I don't even remember what I left off with, but I have 380 science and I have almost 1,000,000 Kerbucks, which is fantastic. Today we are going to the Mun, at least the orbit of the Mun. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do something. I mean, I'm not even sure about an orbit of the Mun, at least the influence of the Mun. Maybe we can do an orbit as well. Let's try to do at least those two things. So for this, I know I've been trying to beeline science, and the next thing for that would be doing something like this. In fact, I probably want to do something like this just to reserve, like as a statement that I need to remember to go this way. But it probably will behoove us to get some better engines for our potential trips to the Mun. We definitely don't need it. Based on our current technology, we're fine. And by the way, there's been a very fun competition in my Discord. Not really competition, but friendly competition. Really just more of an information sharing session. And thank you to Gandalf, who essentially is the winner of it right now. We were talking about how to redesign. So I'll get back to the Mun in a second, and science and all that. But we're talking about how to redesign the Starman. Because I realized that this is not a very efficient design, and thank you, even like simple things like doing, not rotate, but this, and then dragging it down, turn that off, drag it down a little bit. Like this all is stuff that I could have just done. Little minor things, I could have centered this more and all that. I mean, there's little efficiencies that can be done, but the big efficiency is people have I asked people, how can you use this design and for more return? So what did this one cost? I actually forget what the total mission cost of this one was. Around 8,000, 9,000? Because we get like 3,000 back essentially after we land with only what you're seeing there remaining, right? Anyway, I asked people about how to do this more efficiently. And they had some good answers. Gandalf, I mean, most people just, the main thing is get rid of the modules, have your crew cabins for the tourists, but then you need to make sure you use one of these. Why am I blanking on the name? Satellite type things. The robots, they're whatever they're called. Non-piloted, computerized launched command centers. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name for that. But anyways, using that just saves you a lot of weight. And we can see that this is true, right? You just go over here. This is 0.7. This is 0.05. So it's more than 10 times less weight. And it's not like this whole thing has become 10 times less weight, but basically it drops your weight by, about 0.7 tons. And when you have something which is 39 tons, that doesn't really make that big of a difference. But there must have been other things that you could do, like maybe that leads to this final part not being very heavy, only 2.4, and now dropping that by 0.7 means that you can use just a parachute on the top, little things like that. Let me see if I can put this back. No. Do it that way. Okay, let's go back. So thank you for we'll do these kind of user-submitted things. I think we'll do that more often. The only thing I forgot to do is bring up the list of names for the next one. Anyway, so let me just look at the science here and figure out which of these we're going to want for the foreseeable future. I do not the Spark. I mean, the Spark is useful in its own way, but is it useful? No, it's not. No, 320. No, the Terrier is better. That one's not useful. This is like the tiny ones. Propulsion systems. They say propulsion systems. They do have the monopropellant tank, which can be very useful. Few systems. I mean, this is if we want to go quite big. I think that the only one this is a nice part to have if we want to stick with the small radius. These adapters are probably nice parts to have. I'm kind of leaning most towards this though, because basically we have the ability, although it's the worst fuel tank for it, so maybe we can do more than one. Because the Bobcat is just extremely efficient. As far as a launch engine goes, I mean, just in general, it's very efficient. But 290 at sea level is just such good ISP. It's really, really efficient. So that, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck out of the Bobcat if we can use that. Let's compare 290 with what else we have. Like the 280 for the Skipper, but the Skipper's huge. The Poodle is 350 in a vacuum, so very efficient in the vacuum. We could probably do something where, like, we use 2 Bobcats on the side, or maybe a Bobcat on the bottom. Go top heavy and use the Poodle on the top, which separates. But by the way, I have no idea how we're going to do the Mun stuff. I mean, we can definitely do it with the parts we already have, but I'm just kind of brainstorming here. And you're getting your own ideas about how we could do it. We're all just having fun. It is a lot of fun. Okay, so what else? This is the Airstream Protector stuff. Don't really care about that. It is nice to have a stack tri-coupler. That's a nice part. Stack separator, don't really need that. I think we're mainly going to be doing decoupling, not stack. Well, speaking of decoupling, but I don't think we really need that one yet. Yeah, I think we can get away with not using this one. I'm going to go with this one. Let's do this. Let's go back over and let's actually start designing this thing. And I might need to use a little bit of money. I think I will at this point to stop cheesing the system and taking off from the runway. We can probably afford to upgrade the launch pad and our VAB just a little bit. Plus, if I upgrade them, then we get potentially more science opportunities right here at KSC. Anyways, what are we going to do for this? Well, I think we're going to stick with, for now, the command module. What is the exact thing we need to do? Gather science, fly by, so get into the influence of it, fly by the mun, gather science while we're doing that, and then return to Kerbin. Okay, this is pretty simple. We could definitely do this. So let's just do it. I think I'm going to stick with a design which is not super min-maxed as far as return on investment. Because I might just throw away a lot of things. But let's try to do this with as many of those solid rocket boosters as we can, which is always a great way to reduce cost. I actually have a great idea. I know what we're going to do for the bottom already. So, despite just talking about and buying the parts for this stuff, we're not going to use it. Oh man. Okay, so what do we want to use? I think we're going to want to use maybe 2 of these with a Terrier, because I love the Terrier. It's so darn efficient in space at 345. My goodness, give it up for the Terrier. That's awesome. What else do we want? We want to stick on the science on here. I guess we can take some science. Just a very. Oh, okay. By the way, we're missing something. What do we want to come home with? Let's do 1 of these for good measure. Then a heat shield. And that is what we're going to come home with. What we need is stack coupler. Stack decoupler. Okay, so that's what we're coming home with. We'll put some science on the top as well. Hopefully 1 parachute's enough. I'm going to put 2 drogue chutes on just to really make sure that we're not going to do poorly. Let's turn this on. I don't know why that's not on. And on both sides, it's fine. We probably don't even need 2 drogue chutes, but yeah, you know what? It's weird. I think we can actually get away with just 1 drogue chute. I'm going to try it. It's going to be lopsided, which is painful for everyone. Will it obstruct? I think it will. Oh, fine, I'll just use 2. Okay, fine, fair enough. We did it. Just move on, Tortuga. Okay, so we're gonna try this. This is gonna be so fun. I have no idea if this is gonna work. No idea. The top is gonna be a lot lighter, but we are using a little bit of science here, and we're gonna throw on more science parts. So we'll see. This is gonna be fun, though. I'm really excited. Just wait. I can't wait till you see it. Definitely getting another coupler here. I'm like a madman, though, because I haven't played enough Kerbal Space Program, at least not recently, to really know what I'm doing. So these designs just made... I mean, you have to understand that we're going to just live with it. If these are absolutely terrible designs, that's a possibility. We'll laugh together and we'll move on. Oh, wow! Well, I have to say, this would be like a catastrophic mistake, like unimaginably hilarious if I tried to use this. I can't even put it on there. I mean, part of me loves it. Part of me is like the rest of you. Like, look at the shadow. It's so cool. It's horrified. It's just horrified. Well, by the way, for anybody who knows, was this going to create like a weird amount of drag considering that this is not sloped correctly? How is that modeled in KSP? But we could actually do this, which is still insane. So we need to do something like this. Okay, 1, So this is only 770 in there, but that's, I mean, that's a good amount in space. Because this is showing me the inefficient version of the Delta V. Because this is at sea level, I guess. And that one does not perform particularly well at sea level, if I remember correctly. 85 versus 345. So we expected the Delta V for this thing, once it's in the vacuum, is going to be about 4 times more. So that's actually, we're looking at pretty much 3,000 Delta V right there. It's crazy. Okay, but then the idea is that since this won't work, okay, it can't work. Don't do it, Tortuga. Don't do it. How much would that have costed? 2,700? Why am I thinking about doing it? It just would be so funny. The problem is you have no control, so getting this thing into an orbit would be very, very difficult. Okay, yeah, we gotta do this. We gotta do this. We gotta get more, I need more Delta V. Gonna put one more on. And now I basically just need to get to space because I'm looking at around 3,500. That's a lot of Delta V. That's gonna be all we need for the rest of everything. And the price is low, which I like. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go crazy. This is 2,700, but you know what is also 2,700? 3 of these things. What about 4 of these things? Wait a second. If I'm gonna do that though, why not just... Okay, we're doing it. I don't know what this... I have no idea. Is that gonna be enough? It just looks preposterous. Some people might be asking, will this tip in flight? I don't like you for asking the question, but you're probably right. Will it even be... will it even save us? I'm not even sure it'll even help putting wings on this thing, but, you know, we'll try. We really could get canards. Can I get canards? Okay, let me pause real fast and let's do a name for this. Okay, so the name of this one is going to be Radiance. The Radiance 1. We got like so many good name suggestions, you know, the ones that are like serious and like touch your heart type things. This is one of them. So Radiance 1, I kind of wanted to see what else I had because there were some other names on that list and I was like, wait, did I use that name yet? No, the answer is no. That other name, we'll just leave it. So 1,700, I think this might actually work. Right, wings. Wings. I need to save, we need to quit, we need to go to science. This is going to be a whole episode just doing this stupid thing. I need canards, give me canards. Would be nice to get that eventually, but doesn't have what I'm looking for. These are 720, you say? That's more expensive. Is there a small canard? I really want a small canard. Okay, well, what about... I know it sounds crazy, but what if we used an Elevon? Don't give me that look. Why am I doing this? Because it's half the price? Not even half the price. It's only 50% more. Okay, fine. I'll put the tail fins on. People are so picky. Wanting to survive a flight. Alright, I think I'm also going to use this thing because I kind of have a question for myself. Can you use this and return the full amount for it? So does it give you the full amount back? So that's right. And then we jettison, and then that one goes, and then that. And then we need to separate these. And that. Alright, Radiance 1. This is probably not gonna work, but we'll We'll try it out. Alright, so go ahead and... I think I need to upgrade both. It's only 15,000. I'm just going to do it. Dang it, that's not what I wanted to do. I assume that I also need to upgrade... I don't need to upgrade the VAB? Okay, that's news to me. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, I guess... Oh my gosh, this thing is just... That does not look good. Let me... You revert that. Something tells me that... Well, I mean, I don't know if it'll be catastrophic, but it has the possibility of being catastrophic, so... Okay. And this is only 11,000. My god, it's so cost efficient. If it works, it's so cost efficient. Oh my gosh. Part of me almost hopes it doesn't work. This is a truly preposterous design. I don't know how we're going to get... We probably can't even turn even like 5% until... Gosh, man, until we're almost out of the atmosphere. But everything looks fine. So here we go on our new launch pad, the first test case for this. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is amazing. I love it. Speed is pretty good, actually. I can't... This is under 10,000. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Just gonna pretend that that's not wiggling. Oh gosh. It's all fine. This is fine. It's fine. We're all fine. How are you? I don't even know which way I turned. North is that way. I do eventually want to pick east, which is 90. I got it right! I got it right! Oh my gosh! This is not controllable. This is not a sustainable vessel. Oh my gosh! We just need her to get us out of the atmosphere, though. I mean, technically... Oh, okay, she's done. She's done. Alright, so now we have this little tiny thing going. I want to go this way. Thank you. Alright, let's wait until we're up in orbit now. Oh my god, that's so stupid. It's so stupid. If we could only have turned a little bit, oh my god, 113,000 straight up. It's fine though, it's fine. As soon as we're out of the atmosphere, we got some work to do. Okay, so now there it is. It's 3,700 now. We just need to start going sideways as fast as possible. I actually do want a little bit low, because what I'm trying to do right now, the method to my madness is, I'm trying to form a circle. So I actually want to angle downward a little bit because it's faster for me to do a circle like that. I don't want to go up too high. It actually is worse for me. It's a little bit less efficient. Are we going to be able to do this? I have no idea. Eventually we'll flatten out a little bit more. We'll go to 5 degrees is fine. We'll just do 5 degrees down. This is all based on my gut. I don't know if this is optimal. Maybe it is still optimal to burn perfectly tangential. I still don't know the word for that. You know, exactly tangent to the surface of Kerbin. I mean, if it were an ideal sphere. Anyway, we are almost surely not going to get into orbit. Well, it's not... It's just going to take so long. This burn is so inefficient. We have to get all the way up to 2,400, maybe... Well, at this high up, maybe you only need to get to like 2,200? No, wait. 2,500? Isn't it more? Yeah, it's more. So we are definitely not... This is a mission failure. I think we're gonna have to redo this one. I like the possibilities here, but we're gonna need a little bit more control. I need to actually Burn the other way. Don't think we're going to make it in time. I think we're going to end up crashing, basically going down. But maybe, who knows? We're going to burn like almost all our fuel just trying to do an orbit, though. Which is not how it's supposed to be when you have 2,700. We have so much. Why? It could have gone so much better. So we're now descending very rapidly. Which is okay. Oh man, it really... Look at that. You guys seeing that? Is that appearing? Yeah, you are. It's interesting, huh? Not even sure what to make of that, really. We might be able to do this thing. Because if we are able to establish, and it looks like we will be able to, an orbit like this, which is preposterous, yes, but we'll actually have... This is a bigger orbit, so it means essentially we have more orbital energy to establish this higher orbit. Which we know would take more energy because it was extremely inefficient. We might actually be able to do this after all. On the first try, on like a wing and a prayer. A terrible, terrible burn. But I think it's actually going to work. My God, it might just work. Try not to push this out too much, that's why I'm going up still. We're going to do it. This is silly. Just silly. Nope, nope, keep burning. In fact, burn more. More vertical, more vertical. More vertical. Alright! We did it! 1,700, I have no idea what the numbers are, but I'm imagining that that's enough to get to the Mun. Let's do a practice run. So, maybe like right here. My God, 700. We're gonna do it. This incredibly inefficient 9,000. Can we actually do it? No, it's just impossible. We're definitely gonna do it. Oh my God, we're definitely gonna do it. Okay, periapsis. We have this so easily. This is in the bag. 1.6. Okay, now there's a thing that somebody told me. Where is it? Mr. Gandalf. Savior Gandalf has said that there's a plus minus. Oh, you can just type it in. Well, can I do it a little bit earlier? Okay, I think that this is what I want to do. Oh, Lord. I don't really care, just, okay, let me just test that this is working. 6.4, let's change it to like, okay, it's this. Let's make it like 100 seconds later. It works! Okay, cool. Okay, so we can do this by hand. I guess this was added at some point. So we're at 1643. And by editing this meticulously, 1643, 68, so we went the wrong way. Six, 4, 3. So we had basically nailed it. Let's go back to 6. This is 643. Okay, let's just do by maybe 5. We'll go down to, let's do by 4. So 8, 643. Okay, that didn't change that much, which makes me think that it's probably like 6.5. 644, 643. No, we went in the wrong direction still. I really wish there was a plus minus thing you could just click, go up a little bit, but nope, that's not the way it works. So let's go 3. Is it getting better? 643, 644. No, wow. This is really weird. We got the exact right one, right on the dot? Wow, that's amazing. I mean, to the nearest second. I'm not going to go crazy. I mean, 1 second, I can't even perform the maneuver that accurately. So forget about it. Okay, we can actually do less. I'm still going to use it. Got that back. Can use less until we basically don't have anything. I'm just going to barely touch. This is only 800. Just incredible. We are definitely going to the moon and back. For less than, what was it, like 9,000? How did I do this? Oh, right. Because a crew cabin with 2 extra Kerbins in it is just, I guess, pretty heavy. Okay, this is great. So this maneuver starts in 9 minutes. Actually, pretty quickly here. And then we'll plot a return course after that. So basically, I just barely want to go into the influence. We'll get some science over there. And then we'll come back. This is crazy. I just can't believe we're going to do this for so cheap. I mean, it's you could probably do it for cheaper. People have already proven to me. You know, I just use the probodobodyne. There. Just use a satellite. Make it a satellite, and then it's way better. But I'm still really happy with the way this is going to turn out. Yeah, so we don't want this. We want prograde. Spin ourselves over that way. I'm really tickled pink. Really awesome. This is all working out so nicely. Considering that it was, I mean, I have to say it was like a disaster of a burn at the very start. Now, I know we're out of plane a little bit, but I'm not sure I want to. So, how much out of plane are we going to be on the way back? We really aren't going to be, so I can just really follow this maneuver exactly. I can't wait to get more experience and then actually be able to move along the... Oh, we got... Start. Amazing. Really cool. Oh, I'll take a drink for that. I'll drink to that. This is so cool. So we're going to go visit the moon, and then we're going to come back, and what do we do after that? We could probably even... Man, could we even do an orbit with this much? I don't think so, but maybe. I mean, we'll experiment. We'll see. I mean, okay. The answer is no, not the way I'm doing this maneuver. If we wanted to do an orbit cheaply, we would get as close, put the periapsis as close to the moon as possible, which will diminish the amount of energy we need to actually do an orbit. But we don't need to do that anyway. Anyways, I need to watch what we're doing here. Oh, okay, so we missed it by a little bit. I actually may want to burn retrograde because this is too much. Just a smidge too much. And I can probably do it this way too. Make it so that my actual engines are like very little. Only 10% of the power now. Let's try this again. I mean, it makes sense. I'm sure everyone understands it, but small effects far away have small adjustments far away have very big effects. So I really want this to be only a kiss upon the moon's influence, because it's going to pull me in and it's going to extend. It's going to give me energy. I do not want it to give me energy in my orbit, because the gravity is going to pull me away from Kerbin, which is essentially like me burning that way. So it's adding energy to the orbit that I don't want. It doesn't matter. I definitely have enough delta V that we can... I mean, again, I think we probably have enough that we could actually go into Mun orbit. But we're not going to do that. Just going to make this a kiss. Just a kiss. There we go. And our periapsis is almost the same as what it was, the apoapsis was before. So that's a good sign. Okay, now we... it's going to take... How long? I guess I can do this. It's going to take 5 hours for us to get into position. So plenty of time for us to do other things. So I could probably do some other science missions or whatever. World's first milestone. By the way, what is this? Recent accomplishments in space. We have broken a speed record. Oh, of 2,500. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, so 5 hours. I could just warp to that, but let me just see what else we might want to do. The Space Center, we can go back in the Tracking Center. Maybe I want to send Valentina up to try to rescue that other person. Let's just take a quick look, peek around, and I can see that we're already 35 minutes into this episode, so, oh! Yeah, let's capture this. We're at 8152. Yeah, you do get the full amount back for those things. Very cool. So no reason not to use them, really. This is potentially, I guess, a satellite, a polar satellite. There we are. No, that's... no, there we are. And this guy got himself stranded pretty far away. Considering we've never been to orbit of Mun before, and he's outside the orbit of Mun, like, who did this? How did... Is this like an extraterrestrial Kerbin or something? It's a mystery. Let me go to the science again, just to kind of take a look at what's there. Just, I don't know why I'm nervous about our... Yeah, so the Radiance won, man. It worked. How could it be improved? Well, we haven't gone back from the mission yet. Wow, it's 10,500, so it wasn't under 10,000. We do get the full value back of these, though. So how much value are we expecting back? 3,700. I mean, that's not bad. So it's basically 10,000, 3,000. It's basically a 7,000 sunk cost to go into Mun influence. I mean, I'm okay with that. Yeah, don't save. I don't even know what I did. I just took that off and put it back together. Alright, let's just complete the mission. I am normally kind of a stickler about trying to multitask and stuff, but I think for the series it won't be in anyone's, in the series in general, best interest to do that kind of preposterous stuff. Now, one thing I can do, which I don't know if I've done already, is crew report, and I can do EVAs, and I did not take a magnetometer or whatever, the magnetron or the big boom arm that comes out. That would have been a good amount of science. If I had done this with a scientist, which I probably couldn't have done because at the pro grade, I think that's very useful to be able to do. Anyway, let's do that. Yeah, I could have done this experiment, reset it. That would have been very useful. But alas, let's just do this mission. So, what do I want to do? I really don't care about what's happening here, but I will still warp to this point so we can do science there. Because we'll actually be in the influence of the Mun. Oh, I love this little image of us coming together. It's beautiful. So we're still pretty far away, but just close enough that we can call ourselves being pulled more by the Mun than we are by Kerbin. Okay, so let's take another crew report. Oh, I can't. Wait, I can. We'll take an EVA too as well. EVA. And that counts as our contract, I think. Grab the data. Store. I hope that worked. Now I can take another... Well, I think that one doesn't count. And then we can take another crew report though, right? Awesome. Awesome. Okay, very good. And we'll also do the science, of course. Yep. 50 science, my goodness. I don't think we get all of it though, right? Because that's the in total amount, or is it 50? I think 50 is for the entire amount. Yeah, and then 37% of that would be 18.5, something like that. Well, let's just keep that experiment. We'll close the doors. We've done it, man. This is great. So everything's set for a return to Kerbin, I guess. I don't know why I'm zooming out this way. We're not at the map view yet. Sorry. Okay, so I want to warp to here, where I will do one maneuver. I'm gonna try to get... Did I like do too much? Oh yeah, we're already in that's obviously not what we want to do. Shows you how big, how like tiny little adjustments make a huge impact. Do 52,000, that's... I might go 2 loops around, but I just don't want to blow up. Hope you don't mind if I'm cautious about it. Oh, we can probably do it. Let me make it a little bit more. Sorry, I need to do it this way. $48. 7. 42. That's fine. We'll do 42. That's fine. Okay, so warp me to this point, I guess. Goodbye, Mun. You should at least say hello. Hello, goodbye. Alright, so get ready for a retrograde burn. And now we're no longer in the sphere of influence of the Mun. Just back to normal. And time travel, we're going so slow right now. 227. Doesn't really matter when we do this burn, because it doesn't have to be exactly on anyway. But we'll just speed up a little bit. I'm going to bypass this a little bit since, you know, it's not quite the right spot. Okay, so let's do it. We're still at 10% of our total, which is good, because obviously we don't want to exceed that by much. Good. All that done, what's our new periapsis? 40,000. Sounds good to me. Before I forget, I will go ahead and activate maximum thrust. Maximum power of the engines. Okay, let's go home. And home we are going to go very quickly. We're going to very quickly re-familiarize ourselves with the atmosphere. I mean, it won't be... It's still going to take about 5 hours to get there, but then we're going to become very intimate. I'm going to burn off all 800 on like a kind of like a saving burn when we get closer to kind of bleed off some speed. So let me just warp to here. Okay, so that's probably the point where we're already going below 70,000, yeah. So burn retrograde is exactly what I want. Did I already take the science? I think everything's contained in here. I can't take the science from here anyway. Okay. So we have a lot of speed that we're going to want to burn off. We're going to try to burn off 800. And I got to start doing this right away because actually the efficiency of the engine is going to go down anyhow. I'm a little bit worried. Why did it not say gather science and all that from the Mun? I thought... Gather scientific data from the Mun. Is this like from the Mun? The Mun? It's not from just... Okay, so it wasn't what I thought. Oh well. Okay. You can see that our orbit at this point is quickly deteriorating. And we can blow out, you know. Can we make it? We're not going to get much value back for these parts because we're landing, unfortunately, pretty far away. I just want to see, though, if it's possible for us to make it. Because this engine, this is kind of a trick I've done before, too. This engine is actually rated for really high temperatures. Is it rated for this high of temperatures? I don't know. We can find out. Actually, it looks like yes, it is. Maybe not. Maybe not. I will flip and, you know, try to do something crazy. I probably should have just gotten rid of this earlier. But it might survive. Oh, okay. Well, now we really got to get rid of it. Oh dear. We will survive as the flaming pieces go by. We're going to survive. We're just not going to come back with the science. Mistakes were made. That's fine. It's all learning. It's all a learning experience. It's a good story to tell. That's what I get for being greedy. That's pretty fun, though. Yeah, so we'll definitely survive now. And we only have one parachute, but you know what? That's all we need if it's just the pod. So good old Jebediah is coming home anyway. Okay, well, I guess at this point, there's no need to... the exciting stuff is already done. We're down to very low speed, so I will just cut away. Oh my god, we deployed that way too early. But anyhow, I'll cut back when we're on the ground. And boop. There we go. Recover vessel. So, you know, it could have gone better, but it didn't go all that badly. We're not going to recover very much value, but hey, that's what the huge benefit you get for only putting 10,000 up is you can only lose 10,000. We got 57.5 science. Unfortunately, that is not as much science as we definitely could have gotten. Plus, I was so stupid. Why didn't I put thermometers and all those other things on? Just really stupid. Kind of mind-numbingly stupid decisions here. Could have got rid of the monopropellant. Let's go back and actually fix some of the things. We only got 112 funds back from this, so that's just terrible. Just terrible. Really surprised that the command module, which is worth 700, it only gave us back, like, why is that? I don't actually understand this. Is it because we're so far away from KSC? Huh. Oh, we gained some XP. Very good. Okay, so let's look at this then. We explored the Mun. Wait a second. Wait. Oh, we had to bring back science from the Mun? Is that how it was? So I did complete that contract. Oh, cool. Okay, so I wasn't wrong about it. I thought for a second when it said get science from the Mun that we actually had to, like, extract from the surface of the Mun. But no, that's not what it meant. Wow, tons of money. 96,000, got 9 science from it, lost a little reputation to get science, which I'm always happy about. Good. Recent accomplishments. Oh, okay, wow, these are just milestone stuff. So, first flyby of the Mun, 26,000, 3 science. Escape gravitational influence of Kerbin was 26,004 science. Escape gravitational influence of the Mun was 18,000, well, basically 19,000, 2 science. Returned home from a flyby of the Mun, 26,003 science. And we have gathered the first scientific data from the Mun, 12,002 science. That's a ton. Look at that. Our science is actually higher than when we started. Good. That's fantastic stuff. Return trip for the Mun. Is this mission log right? Incredible. Very cool. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Especially the goofy way we did it was just, it was a happy little accident. And that's what the series is all about. Yes, explore the Mun so that we got the scientific data from it. And that gave us another 60,000. Man, we're just actually made a ton of money. All my penny pinching was just for naught. You know, one of these missions on something which I was like trying to spend as little money, we did it for like basically like 10,000. We got like 500, we got like 500,000 Kerbucks from this stupid mission. I was worried about 10,000 or not. But that's the Tortuga way. Yeah, 160,000 for the mission itself, which is fantastic. More importantly, probably, we have better science we can do here now. So we can do this as explore Kerbin, rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit of Kerbin. Ah! Wait, park 2 vessels next to each other around Kerbin? Can we do it on the ground? It says in orbit of Kerbin. I guess technically if you're on the ground, are you... No, I guess you're not really in orbit of Kerbin. Definitely accept that mission. Got some interesting ones here. We could probably take a look. Repair satellite. No, I don't want to do engineering stuff. Okay, conduct seismics. I mean, the values of this just doesn't look that compelling after such a positive mission from, you know, doing the Mun stuff. And we're at 49 minutes, so I basically just got to call this video to a close here. So, I may pick up some contracts off and do some more stuff. I don't know, but I don't know. This is a great series. So until the next one, thanks for watching. Stay safe and take care.